Hey guys, Brian Parnell here. Now, I did this video and loads and loads of you are interested in the guest post stuff. Now, before I start sending links out and via email, if you're interested in that, just email me at brian at brianparnell.com. Okay. And I'll send you, I'll send you some details and all. But lots of you, and I know there's lots of like new people to SEO and things on my list. So a lot of you have asked what a guest post is. So the guest post part of that video that I did has obviously triggered some interest and also shown a bit of a lack of knowledge. So a true guest post is basically a website, is basically having your link on a website that gets real traffic. Okay, so you've got guest post services, outreach services. Back in the day when we used to do this, it was SEO link assistance tools, and they would go out and you'd actually be able to construct an email within the software, and the software would then go out and find the email addresses, and then after it's found the email addresses, it would then go and do a bit more. I say do a bit more, but it would then actually send an email out to the email addresses that it found from relevant websites and yada yada yada. So the beauty of the service that I'm nearly 100% predominantly using, I say nearly, just because I go out and I test lots of services. I don't use these services all of the time, but for my important sites when I'm not testing other services, it is 100%. So that is what a guest post is, and this is really, and I'm gonna cover it simply, okay, because there's a lot more to it and I don't want to confuse anybody. But let's say you're in the dog niche, right, and we would, if I was going out and doing this, now I'm keeping this very, very simple, okay, I would go out and I would find, so I'd go dog blog, right? So, well, that's actually quite interesting. So it comes out here and it gives us some top dog blogs. So this is actually quite interesting. So this is from an outreach perspective, you're coming out and you can, this here shows you how many Facebook fans they've got. So just for instance, right, let's just use this one website. Yeah, piss off. How can I get rid of that? I don't want to follow it on. Oh, there are some. Okay, let's. I'm going to close that. So this is the URL. I'm going to open it in a new tab from there. Hopefully it'll work a bit better. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So this is this lady. This is that website. Well, that's not the website. My bad. I just so this lady, this lady has a blog, and then the blog is called The Other End of the Leash. I apologise. I'm trying to rush through this, and anyway. So this is a doggy related blog. So then what the guys will do is you'll go around and you'll have to try and find like things like contact us. This one here has a contact form, so so it'd be the contact form that will have to be filled in instead of, there's no email address being provided. Now, you can always go and try and go to some of the social media, see if you can find the email addresses, that kind of stuff. But for all intents and purposes, very basically, this is what they'll do. And then it'll be a case of coming over to a tool like Ahrefs, just to do a quick look to see how much traffic the website gets. So this one gets 53,000 organic, 53 organic keywords ranking, and then it gets 15,000 visitors a month, okay, through organic traffic, that is. Then you've got your backlinks and all that kind of stuff, and then we have the domain rating. Okay, so as expected, this is a high domain rating. And why is it a high domain rating? Relevant, lots of incoming referring domains, relevant referring domains, which help generate all this traffic. Okay, so this is if you're in the doggy niche, this is a very, very good, dog niche. This is a very good domain to have. Okay, to have a link from. So that's what a guest post would be. It would be on this website somewhere, talking about your product, your business, whatever it is, and linking out to you. Okay, and really that's what one is. All right, so I'm just going to show just one more one more example. So let's do, I don't know, firearms. And again, feed spot seems to be right at the top. But here's another one. You've got firearms, Atlantic Firearms. So you come over here. You would do some, bits of, come back to Ahrefs. You don't have to just use Ahrefs, because there's lots of different tools. I'm just showing you, very basically, because I just want to keep this nice and simple. So this one gets okay, so this is coming. So I don't want exact URL. Let's come to here. There we go. So we should have a few more backlinks now. There we go. So we've got 1,000 referring backlinks, referring domains. This is the main figure that I look at when I'm looking at this. I then also look at how many organic keywords and then how much organic traffic. So this one here gets 500,000 organic search, and it's worth, compared to the other domain, the traffic that this one gets is $120,000 worth, whereas the other one was $12,000 worth, or 11 or something. But the domain rating is 42. Okay. Now the blog owner. So then what happens? So once they've come over and they've got the email address and they've sent the emails out, and they've done a bit of negotiate, back and forth to see whether this company will allow. I say allow, accept a guest post or a pre-written article to help add content to their website that is niche relevant. Okay, so it's there's nothing wrong with it. Then they have to negotiate on price. Okay, I can guarantee that this one here, he will probably want, just for that one guest post, he's going to want £500 to £1,000. Okay, because I vaguely know these guys because I've got some stuff going on in this niche. So yeah, so then that's outside of all of our budgets, right? So that's where having somebody that does this service for you, that's why it's relatively expensive, okay? And that's why I'm working out these prices. But hopefully now you can see for how many emails would you actually get a reply from? Not very many at all. So it really is it is hard work, okay, and very, very time consuming. So when I used to do this a very, very long time ago, I was not that I can't remember what my hit rate and stick rate and everything was, but it was pretty demoralizing, okay? And then it got to a point where I started paying staff and all that, and then they didn't follow instructions, and yeah, it just, that's why I just went straight in, and I got into PBNs in just solely PBNs and all of that back in whenever it was, 2009, whatever. Not solely PBNs because I have my foundation links and stuff, but PBNs were always my major arsenal. So yeah, that's what a guest post is. It's your website having a link within a relevant, well-written article on a website that has decent metrics, decent links, decent traffic coming into it. And that's it. I've probably stretched this out longer than I needed to, but in a nutshell, that's what it is. All right. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.